this job and shove it. So today's my last day at that fucking place. Fucking trying to ride me hard and put me away wet. Fuck you, man. You think I just came in the fucking mail, man? I work with men. This place that I was working at was run by all women. When you work at a place and it's run by all women, get the fuck out. Because I'll tell you something, they'll fuck with you, man. That's the only thing they can do. They can't confront like men do, straight up and talk to you. They do shit sneaky behind your back. But I drew first blood. So, but first, a word from my sponsor. Today's beverage is Lagunitas Little Something. And one reason I bought this was that pinup girl. I want to talk about a pinup girl here in a minute. Let's taste this first. This is called Little Something Ale. So it's an ale beer. A little citrusy for me, actually. It's like a pale ale. I don't like pales. Anyway, so I worked hard all week. And I'm going to tell you something. I told these assholes I work 20 hours a week. That's it. I says if there's 20 hours is up, no matter where I'm at, I turn that key off and I walk out. They want to work me all these hours, right? And I went along with it. So I'm going to have me a nice, healthy, man-size, He-Man glass of whiskey. So I drove my ass off up and down the mountains. It's like all this stuff, right? And, I keep everyone safe. I'm real intelligent when I drive. I know to watch for assholes. There's some real fucking idiots on the road, man. I tell you, some real idiots. They put you in danger and they don't even know. So, I'm going to miss most of the people. The director was this little tiny, skinny, fidgety kind of girl, woman, like she was like a relic in that place. She's been there so long, and she's just weird. It was weird. I couldn't stand her after I talked to her for a minute. So what ended up happening was I worked today. I worked all week, and I worked today 5 days. I worked 5 days a week. My ankle cannot handle that shit, and I made a poor judgment call, but I dedicated myself to the job, and so I worked it. But I'll tell you, it fucked with my ankle, and I shouldn't have done it. So anyway, I'm down there and I call the activities director down to talk with me, and I go, I don't know how you can do it next month. I says, it seems like I was here all day every day this week. And I said, I'm not sure how many hours I got because, you're hiding my hours from me. And so she starts saying this stuff, And I says, well, I'll tell you what. Says, I think you need to look for someone else. I'll give you a 30-day notice. And she was talking. I go, let's make that a 2-week notice. And she kept talking. I go, let's make it a 1-week notice. So she went to go tell the director, a little skinny old woman, and she said, just tell me to say this is my last day. So I says, cool, thank you. Now she goes, I'm sorry, but she says, no problem, man. I says, that's fine with me. So I'm going to miss some of the people there, though, but there was every time I went up in the mountains, there was an aide that came with, and some of these aides are just fucking pretty foxy, but there's one that I thought was like really foxy, really cool. If I was younger, it'd be a different story. But in fact, if I was younger, I would create a whole new generation of Solaces. You know what I mean? Capiche? So anyway, but there's some pretty foxy girls there. Here's one at the front desk. She was platinum blonde, real sweet looking, built like you know, I didn't hang around with her too much. I didn't want her to think I was oogling her or nothing, but she was built like a brick shit house. But she was real sweet too. She was real nice and all this stuff, right? So it was cool. So anyway, poured a big old glass of booze and don't have anything else to talk about. So I guess I'm going to go see an old buddy probably next Friday. Fly out next Friday to go see him out there in San Diego. Too citrusy for me. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to I think I'm just going to take care of my ankle and not worry about working for a while until my ankle's better. But you know, I'll tell you something too, is that they kept adding shit on, like they want to keep me there. It's like a big mind fuck, you know. And you know, it's like one thing about women of certain mentality will always try to take the supervisor's job. They're going to sit back there and let the worker bees do all the work. That's what I used to do. But these women, they get the men to do most of the work, right? And one thing I had to do that pissed me off was just go to the bank and make a deposit. Because that's a 15-minute, 20-minute thing, because they got to go through all these receipts or deposit slips and all this bullshit, right? And it's usually dropped on me. It was dropped on me one time at the end of the day when I'm getting ready to walk out. Oh, you need to go make your bank deposit. Do I look like that kind of person? So today, guess what these fuckers did today? And this is what set me off. It's like, you know, they know my ankle's fucked up. Okay, this is how it's set up. It's got 3 different segments to this place. One is like independent living, one is dependent assisted living, and 2 others are, you know, full service, not full service, but it's where people who have mental problems, not mental problems, but memory problems and physical problems. They just need care all the time. Then we got what's called cottages. This is a hell of a place, really. And there's like 20 condos in each one, east and west. And this is what I had. This is what they had me do. And this is, I said, fuck you. I ain't your fucking lap boy, you know, whipping boy, whatever. I had to get, you know, they gave it all to me. Gave me a stack of a full sheet of paper and a stack of 2 papers that are folded together or some shit. And it had an envelope with each address on there. So I had to get each one of those things and put them in this little slot underneath their mailbox. I was walking around like a fucking mailman, and it was pissing me off because those slots aren't very big, you know. And I'm like trying to put all these things in there, and then it got breezy and shit. I says, "Fuck this, man!" And I told that activities director, I go, "What's up with this mail boy crap?" I go, "I'm not a mail boy." He goes, "Well, every driver has done that." And I go, "I'm not doing that." You know, so anyway, this is just a rant. It's my 9-minute rant. My ankle's starting to feel a little bit better. Anyway, this will probably be my last video for a while until we get out to San Diego. And I'll make a video out there, probably a shave video. I don't know, see what happens. So, alright, man, this is Guy Solis checking out. It's Friday, what is it, the 27th or something like that. And I'm the jobless wonder once again, man. So, remember, even if you work your ass off for the queen bee and have a good slick back and a decent shave, it's still a good day to tell them, take this job and shove it.